I'm Paul Simmons. I'm 39 and I have a grade 2 astrocytoma. I was diagnosed in December last year. Yeah, I had a seizure in my sleep at 4 o'clock in the morning. My wife had to do CPR on me until the ambulances arrived. Went to hospital. I had another seizure whilst I was in the ambulance. I had another seizure in hospital, and that's when they gave us medication to stop the seizure so they could find out what was happening. I had a load of scans. They thought it was a stroke to start with, so I ended up in the stroke ward, and that's where I was when I woke up. Lots of scans while I was still, I don't really remember any of it. I don't know if I'd come round. I think I had. And I was told I had a brain tumour. My cousin works HDU at one of the hospitals in Newcastle and has done for 20 years. So he went to speak to the neurosurgeon there, one of the best neurosurgeons in the country. And he agreed that he would look at my case. We went to the surgeon. I had the seizure in my sleep on the Monday morning, and I went to see the surgeon on Thursday. 2 weeks after that, I went in for surgery, but there was no beds. So I had to come back 2 weeks later because the team and the technical apparatus or stuff they used for the surgery, the equipment, were only available every 2 weeks. It's quite a unique operation that they do. It's not standard. I had that done 2 weeks after that because, like I say, it only gets done every 2 weeks. So I went in on the 12th of December and had my surgery, a resection for the cancer. Well, the tumour at the time, obviously we didn't know it was a cancer. They did a biopsy on it and it came back as a grade 2 astrocytoma. So we found out that I obviously had cancer. Yeah. Before my seizures, I ran a lot. I've been running at the running club in North Shields Poly for about 8 years, since 2016. And I'd competed in all different types of stuff for the club. I used to do anything from 2K relays up to cross country, road races, pretty much everything in between. I even did some fell races. Last year, before my seizure, I actually did the Chevy Chase, which is a 20-mile fell race in the Cheviots. So I felt really fit and healthy. I'd done the Great North Run in September as well. Did all right, but I was pacing a friend around, so I wasn't running full belt. I wasn't as fit as I had ever been that year, last year. The year before that, I was actually a lot fitter, but we'd had a child in the November. So we put it down to mostly just fatigue from getting up to do night feeds to help my wife. Obviously waking up several times during the night and stuff like that. We put all the fatigue and tiredness down to that. But it probably was a correlation of that and the cancer, which we now know, but we didn't know about that previous. So I'd been running quite a lot that year, not my best running. I did Lambton cross country 2 weeks before my seizure. And that was a terrible run. I felt really bad. I didn't perform well at all. After my surgery, I was in HDU I came out of surgery at 1 o'clock. I was in HDU until 11 o'clock that night, and I was moved out into a normal neurosurgeon ward. And I spent 4 days in there before being allowed to go home. Can't think what the word is for that.
Discharged.
I guess so. So I knew straight away that I wanted to start running because I wanted to get back to the Great North Run. I've done the Great North Run 4 years in a row, and I didn't want this to stop me from doing that. Although I knew it would be a big task because I was having a lot of brain issues, cognitive ability issues. Physically, I felt all right, but I still wanted to get back to running. And initially, when I did that, I used to watch a lot of YouTube footage of other runners and races and stuff, and I follow quite a lot of different YouTubers. But when I wanted to get back into running, I wanted something that was specific to someone with brain cancer, just so I could see, if somebody else had already done it and if it was possible. And I never found anything. I couldn't find anyone out there really. So I'd thought about the idea of starting a YouTube channel at that time, and this was probably in February. But I just put it straight at the back of my mind straight away because I didn't have the equipment. I don't normally talk in front of cameras. I'm not that great with that type of thing anyway. And it probably would have been too soon anyway because of the cognitive issues that I was still suffering with. And I'm still suffering with them now. So I put it at the back of my mind. And then a few weeks ago, I was talking to another friend, and he actually sent me the King of Chemo's Instagram. He's done about 1 million marathons, so he's a bit of a Superman. And I'd said that I'd had the idea of starting a YouTube channel, and he basically said, "Well, why don't you?" And I was like, "Well, I'm not. It's not my thing normally. I don't normally go in front of cameras and speak to them and do that kind of thing." So I just didn't bother. And he said, "You know, it'd be a good idea if you did." And that's where I thought, you know, if I can help 1 or 2 people at the least by watching me run, the same as what I was looking, just to give them a bit of hope and be like, wow, well, if he can do it and he's a normal runner, because I don't perceive myself to be, you know, I don't want to like do marathons every day and 100-mile runs and stuff. I'm just a normal guy, and I'll enjoy running. I do run for a club, obviously, and I do compete in races, but I still see myself as just a normal person. I'm not one of these absolute mentalists you see on YouTube running 1 million-mile races and stuff. Yeah, so that's basically what the channel's for. I couldn't find anyone to look at and think, oh, that's my inspiration and it can be done. So that's why I've started the channel myself, to basically try and show people that they can do it if I can. It's hard work. It's took us a while, but we're getting there. I'm up to 11 mile currently. Yeah, so if you want to follow and subscribe, if you want to watch my journey back to recovery, if it helps you, inspires you, what have you, then brilliant. And yeah, likes and follow on, watch some videos. That'll be great. And hopefully it can help you. If there's anyone else out there suffering as well with the same as me, and you've got any questions, just pop them in the comments and I'll try my best. I mean, I'm not obviously medically trained, but I've been through quite a lot already, so if I can help, I'll try, and hopefully just a bit of inspiration for you. That'll be great.